Hi, it's Elyse here at Bowman Library with a whole new teen book spotlight. So, for our spotlight this time around, we are focusing on graphic novels. That's right. Some people think they're more like comic books, but they are definitely what we call here at the library world graphic novels. They are in comic book form, but some of the best books I have read have been graphic novels. They tell an incredible story not only through their words, but also give you the imagery that helps you create this world in your mind. There's historical, there's nonfiction, there's retellings, there's romance, there's fantasy, there's a little bit of everything. So even if you haven't tried a graphic novel, we have 6 amazing ones. So maybe you'll be inspired, or maybe you'll add some to that reading list. So let's get started. Our first one is the Infinity Particle. So Clementine, this takes place in the future. She lives with robots and humans. They interact daily in their lives with the use of AI. And she finds herself, when our story starts, being offered a job to work with her hero, Dr. Lin. And that's not even necessarily the best part, but she's going to be moving to Mars with Dr. Lin, and it is there that she meets Dr. Lin's humanoid robot assistant named Kai. The two of them instantly form a connection, and they start to talk and get to know one another. As they start to spend time with these relationships, Clem observes the various behaviors that are taking place, and she notices something weird is going on the part of Dr. Lim, and that as she gets to know Kai more, she starts to realize that she and Kai have more in common than what she once thought. Soon, Clem finds herself having to make a choice she never dreamed of having to make, while you as the reader explore and you ponder this new futuristic world and what is the role of AI in it, which is something that is incredibly present in our lives today, and then what ultimately makes someone or something a human being. Not just, some fantasy, there's some outer space science fiction stuff, there's some philosophical thinking going on. This is the Infinity Particle. Our next one is from one of my favorite graphic novelists. This is Don Brown's new one. This is Run and Hide, How Jewish Youth Escaped the Holocaust. Don Brown does some amazing nonfiction graphic novels that focus on things that have taken place in our history, from In the Shadow of the Fallen Towers about 9/11 to the Great American Dust Bowl. There's a number, and this one is no exception. This one is incredibly impactful, powerful. It's a must read in my opinion. It tells the story of Jewish children and teenagers who escaped the horrors of World War II and the Holocaust. Now, it focuses on individual stories. So this whole book isn't just one story. It's made up of numerous stories that individuals have told after their survival. Each one provides a different perspective and journey taken, and each are intense and dramatic in their own ways. There's stories from individuals having to take on different identities, to escaping through the kinder transport, which was set up to take children away from their families to survival in other countries. It provides a unique point of view to an event in history that needs to be studied, remembered, and prevented from happening again in the future. And I think it makes it even more impactful when it's told through the voices of children and teens. And I think we sometimes forget that they are witnesses just as much as adults to events in history. This is Run and Hide. Okay, Molgoth. Bam! Okay, so Molgoth at 15, Liv finds herself moving with her mom to a new town, and that also includes a new high school, which is not the easiest thing that could happen to her. I mean, that's hard at any age, but 15? Oh yes. Okay, so with her parents probably divorcing and Liv trying to figure herself out, she doesn't honestly know where to start or where she even belongs. It's when her mother gets a job at the local mall and Liv starts to spend some time there that she falls in with the goth group, and she starts to make friends as they accept her for who she is. But this naturally comes with its own set of drama and conflicts, which Liv will need to navigate in order to truly figure out who she both is inside and out. Inspired by the author's teenage experiences, this is one that we can all relate to, as we are just always, I don't know about you, but I'm always just trying to figure out myself, where I belong. Molgoth was one I could totally relate to. An amazing story, Molgoth. Our next one, the magic fish. This one is gorgeous inside. And I will tell you this, I'm going to give you a tip, a hint that's going to help you out when you read this one. Pay attention to the use of colors in this graphic novel. So 13-year-old Tin and his Vietnamese mother, they are living in the United States, and while both of their lives can be busy and complicated, they always make time in the evening to read books together, especially since Tin is trying to teach his mother some English. Now, as Tin reads Vietnamese versions of the fairy tales and he translates them into English, both of their struggles and concerns are shared through the events and through the tales that Tin tells. From Tin trying to figure out how to tell his mother about his sexuality, to his mother who is struggling with a sick parent back home and how to help her family when she's not there. As they read together, the closer they become, and they realize they need one another if they are going to get through this world together. Now, this is based on the author's experiences, as well as one thing I was completely eye-opened about was were Vietnamese fairy tales, and they will inspire you to explore even more. This incredible graphic novel is all about family and staying true to who you are, the magic fish. Okay. Fangirl Volume 1, and sometimes this is called Fangirl the Manga. I will give you a heads up, okay? So one of the things with manga that I don't necessarily can wrap my brain around is the whole deal of reading backwards, okay? I will tell you, even though this is done in manga format, the book does not read backwards. So don't let it that it's sometimes called the manga version be it hang you up, okay? So just keep that in mind. But this is the manga version. There's volume 1. Volume 4, the last one, just came out, so it is completed. It starts, though, at the beginning of the incredible novel Fangirl. You will follow twins Kath and Ren during their first year of college, with each of them trying to figure out their own paths and independence, while still trying to keep their relationship the same as it was before they came to college. Now, when Ren starts to pull away from Kath, though, Kath starts to learn more about herself and what it is that she really wants. And maybe what she wants isn't what her sister Ren wants, and maybe she was relying on that too much. You don't have to have read the novel version, but if you do, this will be even more impactful. Or maybe by reading these, it will inspire you to read the novel by the same name, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell here, okay? But truly an incredible version, a take on it. I couldn't put this one down. It's incredibly well done. Again, volume 2 and 3 are here. Volume 4 just came out. You got to read them in order, though. This is Fangirl Volume 1. And our last one is Hex Americana. Okay, so it is this summer, and Ken really has nothing to do, as his friends have all left. They've all gone away on vacation, and his mother is too busy to pay attention to him. So, obsessed with car racing, Ken's hero is the speed demon himself, Dante Willow. Okay, but here's the deal. Dante has been dead for the past 20 years. Okay. Everything changes, though, when Ken accidentally falls into a cavern, and it's there that he meets the ghost of Dante Willow. And not only was he killed 20 years ago, he was killed while he was car racing in the famed Hex Americana car race. Now, as the two of them team up, Ken finds himself in a position. He's been offered kind of like a deal, a bargain, and he finds himself in a position to send Dante to the afterworld, which is what Dante has been waiting for. Now, if Ken can win the upcoming Hex Americana race, that is what's going to happen. But as Ken and Dante start spending more time together, as Dante's helping Ken to figure out his racing strategy and stuff, Ken isn't so sure if he wants Dante to be going anywhere. Now, this is part fantasy, part auto racing, part mystery. This graphic novel has a little bit of everything for everyone. Highly enjoyable, incredibly imaginative. Could not put this one down. This is Hex Americana. So these are just 6 of the amazing graphic novels we have here at the library. So I encourage you, if you're a graphic novel reader, check out one or more of these. If you're not a graphic novel reader, check out one or more of these, because it might inspire you to maybe get a little more immersed into graphic novels. Or you can always check out the amazing graphic novel section that we have here. There's some amazing stuff in YA. There's some incredible titles in the adult graphic novel section. So come on out and check those out. I hope you have an amazing week, and I hope you tune back next time when we have a brand new teen book spotlight.